it to me.
Explain it to you.
Explain it to me.
Go, just stand in that mud and move your feet around. And see how muddy it is down there. You probably sink.
How muddy it is.
Muddy. It's like sinky mud.
Sinky mud. What the hell's sinky mud, man?
Like sand.
What's sinky mud, Scott?
It's like a fucking, what do you call it? It soaks like a...
Quicksand?
Quicksand.
That ain't quicksand, man. It's got a bottom to it.
You got to find the bottom. You have to go full foot under.
Well, I mean, but you do find the bottom after a little bit, don't you? I mean, I seen you swim out of that mud a while ago with that shovel. I mean, you use it like a paddle, man.
So that's you pulling yourself out. That ain't the bottom.
But you'll agree that I'm doing all the work, right? Am I doing all the work?
Let's say you are.
I mean, okay, so I'm dragging the mud out with the ropes, the mud buckets with the ropes, and dumping the mud. And all you got to do is stand in one spot with that shovel and fill those buckets up. You're playing patty cake in the mud, man.
That ain't one spot.
What do you mean it ain't one spot?
It ain't one spot.
Why ain't it one spot?
You got to step from one spot to the next spot and the next spot.
Okay, so you got to move a foot here and a foot there. And so, have you found any outlaw gold down there? Why not?
All I see is mud.
You're not looking hard enough, Scott. You see, you got to get the flashlight, man. You get the flashlight and you look for the yellow stuff. The yellow stuff in the mud, man. The yellow glowing gold. You know, it's sparkly. It's like when you look on an old lady's wrinkled up fingers. They got them big old rings and they got them big old diamonds. You know, you're looking at them diamonds. Scott likes his women like that. I always told Scott when he goes plays bingo with Tina, I said, Scott, if you want to get hooked up, man, I said, what's the secret, Scott? What do you got to look for, Scott? What do you got to look for?
Wrinkled fingers.
Wrinkled fingers and what?
Big ring.
What?
Big ring on the finger.
Big rings and wrinkled fingers. That's them old. They're not cougars, man. They're lionesses. At that age, man, you're a lioness, all right? You're not a cougar anymore. Cougars is like 30s, 35, 38, 39. When you get my wife's age, definitely a lioness. And she's a lot meaner than a damn lion. You know, I wasn't even worried about a bear in that cave yesterday. Because if that bear would have got past me, I'd have felt sorry for the bear because she'd have killed the bear. I mean, because she's mean. She's been mean to me for the last 3 days. All she does is moan and bitch and tell me that there ain't no gold in my outlaw gold cave. And I tell her about the legends, you know, all my research I've done on the internet. It's on the internet. It's got to be right. You know, I looked it up on Google. You know, I looked for the area and it described the landscape. And I realized, hey, look, that's my own property, man. I'm sitting on top of the gold. I know where the gold is at. It's in my cave, you know. So we're trying to get the gold out. And old lazy Scott, he just lays around, gripes about the ticks biting him. There's a few bugs out here, man. I mean, how big's them ticks, Scott?
Small.
Small. I mean, the size of a marble, right?
Yeah.
They about the size of a marble. We got Arkansas ticks. Texas ticks little. Arkansas ticks about the size of a marble. And they'll bite you, man. It's like little vampire ticks. They got 2 fangs, man. They stick these fangs in you. You better look out, man. They sharp. So we're gonna go back in the Outlaw Gold Cave. And I think it's something biting the shit out of me right now. Oh man. Anyway, we'll go back in the Outlaw Gold Cave and see if we can't find some gold.